The level of interference by the Obama's government was very overwhelming.
Greetings to you all and welcome to another episode of Damole News. Hope you guys are doing fine and thank you so much for stopping by. So good luck Ebere Jonathan, Barack Obama and APC are trendy because an information just came out on how Barack Obama connived with APC to remove Goodluck Ebere Jonathan, hindered Nigeria $568 billion fastest growing economy. Alright, I'm going to be giving you guys the full details of this news, but please help us by liking and sharing this video so that YouTube and Facebook can recommend it to more people. Thank you. So, report has revealed how the former president of US, Barack Obama, connived with All Progressive Congress (APC) to stop Nigeria's $568 billion growing economy. This was revealed in a post and video shared on X handle by Nefertiti. The post revealed that Elon Musk and Doge confirmed the many roles played by Barack Obama and the radical left in 2015 psychological operation in. It further disclosed that the APC introduced terrorism in Nigeria and had David Asorock, Obama's chief political strategist and Secretary of State John Kerry, went to visit Buhari while Goodluck Ebere Jonathan was still president. The post reads, how Barack Obama almost destabilized Nigeria with the active connivance and participation of the APC and the #BBOG campaigners is no longer a secret. The APC introduced terrorism in Nigeria. David Asorock, who was Obama's chief political strategist, was in Nigeria. So was Obama's Secretary of State John Kerry. Both men went straight to visit Buhari while Goodluck Jonathan was still president. I will say more than this. We have discussed the darkest history of Nigeria extensively. Some of us will continue to tell this story so that young Nigerians will know how it all started. Nigeria was once a thriving economy. A group of Nigerian devilish politicians connived with Barack Obama and unsuspecting Nigerians to oust Goodluck Ebere Jonathan and stop a $568 billion fastest growing economy.
The level of interference by the Obama's government was very overwhelming. It's not as if I couldn't have won the election even with that. But if, by my own thinking, and also the way some other people look at it, they go outside the normal diplomatic relationship, then it should be mentioned. Sending that person to Nigeria at the eve of election, after Obama even issued a statement directing Nigerians to vote for the next chapter. That tells you something. And we should not sweep this things under the carpet. If a foreign country, whether African country or even America or any other country, interferes with our own elections, we should mention it. Immediately the Chibok issue came up, we expect Nigerians to be concerned. How do we get these girls out? Within a couple of days, we saw people going to the US with Bring Back Our Girls placards. How? Why? And of course, the Mrs. Obama received one of those placards. I cannot take responsibility for the abduction. I don't control Boko Haram. They are criminals. But as a president, of course, you know, it's not the president that go to the field. You have security and intelligence officers that do the work. Let me admit that, yes, maybe they do their best, but their best was not good enough for us to recover the girls. That does not mean that I'm trying to remove myself from any blame. Yes, I may not be blamed for the action, but I could be blamed that my security and intelligence systems were not strong enough to be able to rescue.
Speak directly to you, the people of Nigeria. Nigeria is a great nation, and you can be proud of the progress you've made. Together, you've won your independence, emerged from military rule, and strengthened democratic institutions. You've strived to overcome divisions and turn Nigeria's diversity into a source of strength. You've worked hard to improve the lives of your families and to build the largest economy in Africa. Now you have a historic opportunity to help write the next chapter of Nigeria's progress by voting in the upcoming elections. For elections to be credible, they must be free, fair, and peaceful. all Nigerians must be able to cast their votes without intimidation or fear. So I call on all leaders and candidates to make it clear to their supporters that violence has no place in democratic elections, and that they will not incite, support, or engage in any kind of violence before, during, or after the votes are counted. I call on all Nigerians to peacefully express your views and to reject the voices of those who call for violence. And when elections are free and fair, it is the responsibility of all citizens to help keep the peace, no matter who wins. Successful elections and democratic progress will help Nigeria meet the urgent challenges you face today. Boko Haram, a brutal terrorist group that kills innocent men, women, and children, must be stopped. Hundreds of kidnapped children deserve to be returned to their families. Nigerians who have been forced to flee deserve to return to their homes. Boko Haram wants to destroy Nigeria and all that you have built. By casting your ballot, you can help secure your nation's progress. I'm told that there's a saying in your country, to keep Nigeria one is a task that must be done. Today I urge all Nigerians, from all religions, all ethnic groups, and all regions, to come together and keep Nigeria one. And in this task of advancing the security, prosperity, and human rights of all Nigerians, you will continue to have a friend and partner in the United States of America.
I just wanted to make a brief contribution of core things about the elections. Because whenever I travel out, people ask me, even Nigerians, especially from the diaspora, even some of us back home, you just ask me, why did you concede the vote? Why did you make that phone call? Why didn't you go to court? The book review has revealed a lot, but if you read the book, you will understand a little more. And that's one of the reasons I feel like writing this. The book centered mainly on the elections. But I deviated to mention certain few things, especially certain negative things. Because the life of a government is like the life of an individual. There are some areas that are positive. You also meet certain things that are negative. There are certain issues in the government that were used against me during the election. The issue of Boko Haram and Chibok girls. In fact, some people even said that I brought Boko Haram to reduce the voting population of the North so that I will win elections. So I commented on the Chibok girls. Also the fuel subsidy that was really used by of course, politicians must exploit opportunities. So I don't blame them, even if maybe it's myself, probably I will do the same thing. But I needed to explain certain things why we took that decision. The issues of corruption. I need the young Nigerians to understand the problem of corruption, where it started, or if anybody knows, and where it will go. But I've made some suggestions to encourage future governments, if you are to tackle corruption, how we should all go about it. It's a problem that all of us must face. Of course, maybe I use the opportunity to maybe make a little suggestion also in terms of our elections, because the issue of vote buying is becoming scandalous in Nigeria. We know that there's this concept of inducing the electorate, which most countries control. For all the countries that have gone to observe elections, ordinary inducement of the electorate is criminalized, and people don't do it. But here in Nigeria, we take inducing electorate as a part of the electoral process. What I mean by inducing the electorate is that during campaigns, we baggage rice, salt, with the photograph of the candidates, the logo of the parties, and distribute to people. That is wrong by all international standards. I did not know until I got involved in observing election. But those are still being considered as not serious offenses. You are inducing electorate. In most of the African countries, in fact, all the African countries have gone to observe elections. Even in that rally, nobody will give you a pen with the candidate's name on it. All what the candidates and their parties will do is the T-shirts, face caps for young boys and young girls, and the flags of the party and the banners and flyers. Nobody give you any gifts. But in Nigeria, if you don't provide gifts, it's like you have not started. But this is not the generation that started it. As a child, I watched those early elections, late 59, 58, 59, late 60s. People were doing that. We were going to our villages to give salt to women and all those kind of things. And we just graduated from that, inducing the electorate to the outright pricing and buying of votes. That people will go to the polling booth and price 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. In some cases, they are even telling me 5,000 to buy votes. I think the INEC must do everything to stop that. My suggestion is that we should really look at the way we build our polling booths. I think we should begin to do like some other African countries. All the African countries have gone to observe election. Nobody built polling booths. They have polling centers, public buildings, especially schools, and use the classrooms. So one school will have so many polling units. And it's easier for the police to police these polling units together. And it's difficult for somebody who is in the classroom to show you the ballot paper. Because you cannot pay somebody until you have access to see his ballot paper. So if you design the electoral process in a way that you cannot see the ballot paper, then the issue of outright vote buying will die. The inducement may continue. You will still distribute rice and so on, but at least that is a milder offense. Maybe that is the only suggestion I would make, that I believe that I next to look into it.
So my people, that is it. I saw this news and I decided to share it with you guys. So please let me know your opinion in the comment section, and please help us by liking and sharing this video so that YouTube and Facebook can recommend it to more people. Thank you so much for your time, and God bless you. Amen.